Hello everybody, welcome back here to franktortorici.com. Today I wanted to touch on nutritional yeast. I think nutritional yeast is one of those ingredients that when I mention it to people, they're kind of like, what is that? And it just sounds weird and unappetizing. But actually, nutritional yeast comes from beet molasses. And it's I think it should be a staple, I think, in everyone's pantry, especially if you're vegan. One of the great things about nutritional yeast, well, there's a few things. The one main thing, though, from a vegan standpoint, is that it is very high in vitamin B12, which is very, very, very important. The next best thing, too, is that it is a yeast, but it actually helps fight unwanted yeast growth, candida, if you will, in the intestines, whereas, like, baking yeast does the complete opposite. So one of the things you do want to make sure, though, being that it does come from beet molasses, you want to make sure that whatever brand you are getting, that they're claiming that it's coming from non-GMO beets. Two brands that I particularly like are Bragg's and Red Star. Those are the two that I tend to use most of the time. Now, the nutritional yeast can be consumed many different ways. I've heard of people, I've never done it this way, but I have heard of people just putting it in warm water and drinking it. It has the best way to describe it is it tastes like cheese in its own way, if you will. So you can do it that way. Putting it in soups is great. I love putting it in stir fries. Now, whether you're adding an animal protein or just doing the veggies, that's entirely up to you. But adding that in there gives it more of like a thickness and, again, a cheesy-like flavor. You can put it, if you're doing an animal protein or even the veggies, putting it on even after. I've noticed that, like, if you put it on organic chicken, free range, no hormones, pasture-raised chicken, once it's cooked, and if you put it on it after dry, it kind of reminds me of breadcrumbs, so it'll give it that consistency as well. It basically looks like food that you would feed a fish. It's just little flakes like that, and it comes in a shaker bottle. So depending on what kind of texture you're going for, if you want to cook with it and get it more thick and mixed in with the juices, you can do it that way. Or again, if you want something dry to give it more of that breadcrumb-like flavor, you would just do it as is, putting it on dry. And then again, adding it to soups gives it a great taste and texture as well. So that's pretty much it. Research it, see if it works for you. Definitely works for me. I've been using nutritional yeast for quite some time now. And it's a great way to just add another flavor kick to your dishes and even salads as well. It's a big benefit if you get tired of eating plain salads with just regular dressing. So check out Nutritional Yeast. If you guys have not clicked the subscription here on YouTube, it is free. Please do so. You can also find me on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and of course on my website, franktortorici.com. I want to thank you guys for your time. Peace and love.